Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to your special reading and messages for July 20th to July 26th. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. Now, for this upcoming week, this reading is for July 20th to 26th. It's astrologically and astronomically massive turning point for each of us because the major highlights are going to feature Leo season beginning, Mercury retrograde ending, and Saturn going retrograde in the sign of Aries. So on July 22nd, Leo season starts. The sun enters Leo. And Leo season is really going to take up most of the vibration, putting a spotlight on our authentic self-expression, confidence, and stepping into the light. Into the spotlight. So if we've been kind of holding back and kind of been in this introspective kind of phase, that's going to end as Leo season begins for all of us. Mercury is going to go direct on July the 23rd. Mercury has been retrograde in the sign of Cancer, right? And so that's officially ending. And it's going to clear up a lot of weeks of miscommunication and even, emotional misfires that we may have been going through that period, particularly in our family and home life. And then on July 26th, we have Saturn retrograding in the sign of Aries, offering an opportunity for each of us to review our long-term commitments, and also to cool ourselves down from any of our fiery energy that we've been, kind of going through. Because I think many of us in stress and anxiety and all that's been happening have just been kind of misfiring, right? So the Saturn retrograde in Aries is going to help each of us with that. Now, when the sun enters Leo on July 22nd, and I want to wish each of my Leos a very, very happy, happy birthday to each of you. This is going to be an amazing year for Leos. But it is going to ignite for each of us a powerful astrological synergy because Jupiter is also transiting in the sign of Leo right now. And this is a very rare combination. We don't see this often, but it is going to act like a cosmic amplifier, supercharging Jupiter's themes of luck, of expansion, of abundance, and it's going to mix with the sun's vibrant energy. So for this week, my darlings, what I am wanting to do is do a reading for each of the signs from Aries through to Pisces, and just kind of see how this beautiful high energy of this Leo alignment with Jupiter, how it's going to affect each sign. So that's where my concentration is going to be for this week's reading from July 20th to July 26th. Please feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign because you may find that one resonates with you more than the other if you know them, or you might kind of get little tidbits from each of the readings that resonate with you. As always, readings may not resonate with everybody, or parts of them may not, and that's okay because we're dealing with a mass collective of people. And so please let go what doesn't resonate with you. Take only that which fills your soul, which is inspiration for you and validation for you, because that is my purpose of these readings. And and leave the rest behind. Okay. Before I start, I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, to my website, and to my other social media links. I haven't had much time to post on any of my other links just because I've been extremely busy right now. But I will be giving away a free reading in August to one of the people that have subscribe to my YouTube channel, my website, my other links, that comment, that share. You have no idea how much that means to me. And with any reader that you may watch, just know that it takes a great deal of energy for any reader to do a reading. And so when you give your likes, shares, and subscribes, your hypes, your comments, it's really a wonderful exchange of energy, right? And you will align with those particular readers, you'll find, because your energy will then be prominent when that reader is reading, because you are constantly watching that reader's readings, and you'll find that the readings will resonate with you more and more. All right, my darlings. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, and we will start with my darling Aries collective. Hello, my beautiful Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to now flip my screen, so bear with me as I shuffle your cards, my darling Aries. All right. All right, for my darling Aries collective, what do we have? Let's see. For my darling Aries collective. So I call upon my highest, my best, most loving, ascended masters, angels, guides, the Holy Spirit, and the light of God to please come in, connect with me now, and give me the most best reading for our beautiful Aries collective for this week. And also as we see this beautiful Leo energy and Jupiter entering Leo, what can our Aries collective look forward to? Oh, my darling Aries collective. So for you, my beautiful Aries, you know, just let me screen here a little bit, bear with me. Okay, there we go. For my Aries collective, you know, this alignment is going to light up your fifth house of creativity, of romance, of joy. So many of you could be maybe going on vacation or spending more time, you know, with family, with friends. So you can really expect, my darling Aries collective, while the sun is in Leo and this beautiful Jupiter alignment, a massive surge of artistic inspiration, or even you know, a passionate spark in your love life and your social life. Okay, my darling Aries, you will feel highly visible at this time. You'll notice that more people are looking at you, paying attention to you. You will be deeply creative, and you will also be ready to take bold, playful risks that bring immense personal happiness for you. Okay, my darling Aries. So it's a very fun-filled energy that I see for our darling Aries collective. So now just bear with me, and I'm going to flip my screen once again. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that didn't work. No, that didn't work either. Just bear with me, Aries. Sorry, that's not it either. It's still Mercury retrograde, so just, you know, bear with me here, my darling Aries collective. Okay, I don't want to start the whole reading because of that. Restart it. All right, for my darling Aries collective. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. For my darling Aries. Yes. All right, my beautiful Aries collective, for you. The very first message that you get from Spirit is, remember who you are. Remember who you are, my beautiful Aries collective, because you carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will ever bring you down. Okay, my darling Aries, remember who you are, especially as the sun lights up your beautiful fifth house of romance and creativity and joy. You know, Archangel Michael comes through asking that you honor and trust your feelings, okay? You're extremely sensitive at this time, and you are getting divine downloads, my darling Aries. So please honor and trust what you are getting, because you have a spiritual team of loved ones in the spirit world, angels, guides, your team spirit that is helping you move forward, okay? They love you very much, and so pay attention and honor and trust the feelings that you're getting divinely downloaded at this time. You get, my darling Aries collective, the Knight of Earth. The Knight of Earth. This is such an amazing, beautiful message and sentiment that comes to you from Spirit, because Aries, you are very loyal. You're extremely dedicated, you're honorable, and you are compassionate, you are kind. And that is what Spirit, wishes for you to know. That is your nature by default, my darling Aries. But it's time to buckle down and get things done. Okay. So, honor your commitments, even though you're going through this really fun phase of travel and creativity and romance, joy, all of that fun stuff. Spirit is saying that don't forget to get things done that need to be done. You'll be kind of in a playful mood, and you might kind of leave things that are important and worry about them later. But Spirit saying kind of do that simultaneously. Okay, my darling Aries, and honor all of your commitments that you've made. Know that you have a very special guardian angel that is looking after you. Okay, my darling Aries. So if you get these little divine downloads, remember to trust and honor what they're giving you. Okay, my beautiful Aries. All of this fun and joy and romance and laughter and all of this kind of stuff could make you a little bit sensitive at this time, my darling Aries. Just maybe because you could be around a lot of different people's energy and so much going on while you're having fun that you're not paying attention to. Make sure to take time to ground, to cleanse and clear your space or the space that you're in, using sage or Palo Santo. Take some time to meditate, get out in nature, and literally, Aries, throw your shoes off and ground into that beautiful energy of Mother Earth. But you are extra sensitive, or you will be extra sensitive during this week, particularly to energies and emotions, especially of others. So honor yourself and your feelings. And if you're feeling like the energy around you through all this fun and creativity is becoming too much, just take a little time out for yourself. Okay, my darling Aries. I feel like if you are single, my darling Aries, there is someone that is coming into your life that is going to ignite your heart chakra like never before. And you can know that this is true love, and it could turn into a romance of a lifetime. And for those of you that are coupled, my darling Aries, it is indeed true love. And I think that some of this love, creativity, joyful time that you're going to be feeling with the sun in your fifth house, being highlighted. Enjoy every moment. Get out there and flirt and have fun. And I think Aries is just generally like that. They're very fiery energy, right? So do enjoy. Okay, my darling Aries, anything that's coming to you in the romance sector. And if you are meeting somebody for the first time, there's a component of destiny to it, my darling Aries. You could be reuniting with a twin flame from a past life. And if you are in a partnership, I really do feel it's true. And it is already a twin flame or somebody that is in your life. That it's very much something that it could even be a friend. Maybe it's even on a platonic level, but that is meant to come into your life to teach you to have more fun and to let go a little bit more. Okay, my darling Aries, that is for you. I really hope that those readings resonated, or those messages resonated with you, my darling Aries collective. All right. So now we move on to my beautiful, I'm going to stick these cards on this side just so that so that they don't get in my way. Okay, so now let's move on to my beautiful Taurus collective. Welcome, my darling Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. If you watched my intro, I did talk about giving away a free reading. It's been a while, and I think I need to revamp a little bit my mediumship readings, because I am a medium channel healer, Akashic Records practitioner, and Spirit is guiding me to do that. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you are interested in maybe winning a personal reading from me, a mediumship or channeled reading. I'm not sure quite yet what kind of reading I'm giving. But for now, my darling Taurus collective, I'm going to flip my screen as I shuffle your cards. So bear with me. There we go. All right, my darling Taurus. The first card is already out while I was talking. My darling Taurus collective, the Sun and Jupiter alignment is going to really illuminate your fourth house. What is the fourth house? The fourth house is the house of your home, your family, your foundations. Okay, my darling Taurus. So you could be talking to family more, spending more time with children, friends that are like family, and just your roots. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, you could really find that around this time. And you are going to see a lot of joy and expansion center around your living space. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, your home. You could be even purchasing real estate or doing renovations or even healing some long-standing family dynamics. Okay, my darling Taurus collective. So your private life will feel very nurturing, and secure for you this month. That's what I'm getting for you, my darling Taurus collective. So it just feels homey and secure and loving with home, family, and foundations for you. Okay, my darling Taurus. Let's see. So which ones haven't I done? All right. Okay, this is from my darling Taurus collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you, my darling Taurus. All right. Let me flip my screen, my beautiful Taurus collective. There we go. All right, my darling Taurus collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Yeah. Oh, Taurus, I love this. All right. Oh, Taurus. Yes. And yes, Taurus. Okay. I love this. Okay. All right, my darling Taurus. For you, Spirit is guiding you, my darling Taurus collective, to do things your way. Do it your way, my beautiful Taurus collective. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. That's what you've been. That's why you're here, my darling Taurus collective. Allow yourself to go and do that, okay? This is a time, my darling Taurus collective, of renewal in your life. This is magnificent. I feel like you've been through some very challenging times in your finances, in your health, maybe even in your relationships with family members. Archangel Jeremiah comes through for you. Archangel Jeremiah is the archangel of our life review. So when we transition over, right, from this world to the next, we meet with our spiritual team of guides and angels, and they basically go over with us what did we do, what we were meant to do, right? Like, did we learn what we were meant to learn? Did we teach what we were meant to teach in this lifetime? So what Archangel Jeremiah says to you, my darling Taurus collective, is to review and evaluate where you've been, where you're at, and where you're going. A favorable assessment of the facts of what's transpired, what has transpired, what's really transpired, my darling Taurus, because it's time to move in a brand new direction. And I have a lot of people, family and best friends, that are Taurus. And this really resonates, I feel, for the people that I know that are Taurus. Spirit is saying that if you've been praying a little bit more, continue to do that. Continue, because prayer will always change the trajectory of what you're going through, my darling Taurus. So, on those days when you're feeling down because of whatever you're going through, know that prayer is going to definitely help and change the complete situation that you're in. So continue to do that. And I have a prayer here for you, my darling Taurus collective. Dear God and Archangel Michael and any other deity that you worship or pray to, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Ganesha, whoever it is for you. I ask that your divine intervention, and then describe whatever it is that you're going through. I ask for your divine intervention with, and then describe. I welcome your help, and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. So please, if that resonates with you, my darling Taurus collective, write that down. Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of a lag in my video, and I hope that that's not the case, but let's see. For the next card that, okay, I think it may have stopped lagging there. For the next message that each of you got, my darling Taurus collective, it is prosperity, and it's beloved Archangel Ariel that comes through for you. You do not have to worry about your material needs, and that may have been something that you've really been worried about. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, you need to now follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality, because focus on it, because prosperity, this is a time of great prosperity for you, my darling Taurus collective. And gifts are coming to you in so many ways, shapes, and forms. You've done a lot for many people, and you got to know that those silent prayers are enveloping you, my darling Taurus collective. Gifts from the universe, gifts from others, and even gifts from a romantic partner. Okay, but love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. Okay, whether here or whether in the spirit world, wherever your true love is, there are gifts coming for you. All right, my darling Taurus collective. And Spirit is asking that you be a little bit more flirty. Don't be scared to flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And this is really to everybody. Okay, my darling Taurus collective, that is for you. I really hope that that resonated with you for this week of July 20th to 26th. Please do let me know. It would mean the world to me. And thank you so much in advance for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing, my darling Taurus collective. Okay, so now we welcome my beautiful Geminis. Hello, welcome my beautiful Geminis. Thank you so much for joining me here today and this week. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you are interested in having your name put in a draw for a free reading with me. I am a medium, channel, healer, Akashic Records practitioner, and I am being guided by Spirit to give away a free reading. I haven't done that for quite a while. So if you're interested, and I love the comments, I love knowing where you're from and if the readings are resonating with you. All right, my darling Geminis, I'm going to just flip my screen, so bear with me. All right, my darling Gemini collective, let's see what Spirit has for you for this week. And this is for, again, July 20th to July 26th. Sometimes, when we're doing these readings so quickly and we're kind of channeling, and this, I think other readers can resonate with this, we may say something wrong, like we may call the wrong star name, or, say the wrong thing. And that's because we're just kind of in a trance-like state. A lot of readers are channeling messages, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Certain readers, they go by verbatim by whatever the card is and what it's meant to be. But other readers will most definitely channel from Spirit what they need to say. Okay. All right, my darling Geminis, for you. The impact of this alignment that we are currently having with the Sun moving into Leo, Jupiter moving into Leo, it is activating your third house, my darling Geminis. And the third house is all about learning. It's about communication. It's about, your community, like your community, being more part of it. And what it will look like for you is that your voice is going to carry some incredible weight and magnetism. People are going to want to hear you, my darling my darling Gemini collective, okay? You might want to launch a podcast. You might want to pitch for a new job or training or, writing project, but you're really being guided to speak your mind at this time, okay? Because people are naturally drawn to you, my darling Geminis, to your intellect. And, Geminis have a very expressive charisma about them, right? So you are, yeah, your people are really noticing you right now, okay? So your third house of communication is really, really lit up, darling Gemini. So make sure that you take advantage of it. If you're wanting a new job, or you're wanting to start school, or you're wanting to pitch a project, whatever it is, okay, my darling Geminis? For you, yes. Gemini, what amazing. Wow, Gemini. Yeah, oh, Gemini. All right. Gemini, for you. First and foremost, you got the Empress. Wow. This is Archangel Gabriel. This is the beautiful, beloved archangel that announced the births of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ in the Bible. He is the archangel that came to Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad wrote an entire Quran based on that channeled messages that came from God through Archangel Gabriel. This is, oh my God, a time of lavish abundance, giving birth to your dreams. This is a time that you are going to really nurture yourself and nurture others. Darling Geminis, if you are at the age that you can still have children, you could actually be birthing children, birthing projects, birthing a lot of things at this time. But it's Empress energy. You are out there. You're just flamboyant and beautiful, and anything you start is going to turn to gold for you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, my darling Gemini, because you know why? Authenticity attracts. Authenticity attracts. Okay, my darling Geminis. So being authentic attracts the right people and will repel the wrong ones from your life. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path, okay? So let your authenticity shine during this Empress, period that you have, this fertile period. And always know, my darling Geminis, and I think that you do, but always know that God is in charge indeed. And I think a lot of Geminis have a very beautiful relationship with the Creator, with a higher power, whatever that looks like for you. And I think you're very God-fearing, and very humble when it comes to our Creator, or, the universe. So if there's something going on in your life, my darling Gemini collective, give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to whoever you pray for or pray to, and trust that, divine wisdom and infinite love is going to resolve anything that you are going through right now. Okay. Darling Geminis, this is a time for you to take a leadership role. And again, Archangel Gabriel, wow. I connect with the archangels. I'm a channel. They channel through me. And I love Archangel Gabriel's energy when he speaks through me. It's very masculine energy. I know other channels get a more feminine energy through Archangel Gabriel. But that is a powerful angel for you to call upon. And it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position, my darling Geminis, and lovingly guide others. So something that you are currently doing, wanting to do, study, really can make an impact on others. Okay, so it's time to assume that role in your life. Darling Geminis, I don't know if this will resonate with everyone, but I do know that it will resonate with some of you. And you could have had a very nasty relationship in the past, one that really shook you up. And Spirit is saying it's time to release that relationship. Release your ex is what it's saying. It's time for you to fully and truly let go, because there could be remnants of hurt, of pain, of things that you've have buried in your heart for many years. But Spirit is saying it's time to let it go completely, as if I've learned what I needed to learn. Thank you for the lessons, and onwards and upwards. Okay, so clear your energy of any toxic past relationships. Okay, my darling Gemini. You do have currently or are going to be having a relationship that is truly based on friendship for you, which is an amazing core value to have in any romantic relationship. It needs to start with friendship, doing things together, like going places with somebody and enjoying that time together. Know that the connection that you're currently in or that you are manifesting is a connection that is going to be based on friendship, which is amazing because your partner needs to be your best friend. And, be prepared. Maybe it won't ever develop into a romantic relationship, or maybe it will. Okay. But know that friendship is a very needed basis, okay, for that relationship. All right, my darling Gemini collective, that was for you. I really, truly hope that these messages resonated with you. All right, so now my darling, we just did Gemini, so now my darling Cancer collective, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, my darling Cancers. I am just going to flip my screen as I do your reading for this week. All right, so this is for my beautiful Cancer collective, and I just want to quickly give a shout out to Carmen, to Beatrice, to Erica. I know some beautiful Cancerians who are just amazing. I love them to pieces, and I've met them on my journey of mediumship. In whatever format, it doesn't matter, that have really touched my heart. And others are family members that I love that are Cancers. For you, my darling Cancers, many of you are just finishing off your birthdays season. You've just had your birthdays, and I wanted to wish all of you again a very happy birthday for those of you who celebrated birthdays, because it's a brand new solar return for you, my darling Cancers. Brand new things happening for you. Now, this focus, or this shift, I should say, in Leo, with the sun entering Leo and also entering and Jupiter entering Leo at the same time, is going to really highlight, my darling Cancers, your second house. Second house is all about values, self-worth, and even your finances and money. Okay, so that's where the highlight's going to be for my darling Cancer collective. What it will look like for you, I really do think, is going to be financial breakthroughs. You're going to see some big financial breakthroughs in your life, because the sun is going to illuminate Jupiter, which is abundance, bringing lucrative career opportunities, unexpected financial windfalls, even a profound boost in your inner confidence and sense of self-worth. You are owning it, okay, my darling Cancers? So this is going to be a really nice placement with the sun moving into Leo for you. Let me flip my screen, my darling Cancers. All right, my beautiful Cancer collective. So yeah, it's going to be a good transit for you, with the sun coming out of your sign and going into Leo. That's what I'm getting. And financially, it's going to be very good for you. Yeah. All right. Okay, my darling Cancers. The very first message that you get is wild and wonderful. And indeed you are, my beautiful Cancer collective. Why focus on limitations and realism? Why? Tell me why. Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every day. And guess what, my darling Cancers? It's happening for you, because this is going to be a wild and wonderful ride, with the sun going into Leo and Jupiter hitting your second house, because that's where Leo is for you. You got the Seven of Earth. Okay, you got the Seven of Earth, and that's a magnificent card, because you have planted some amazing seeds. Okay, my darling Cancer collective, there could be a little bit of a pause in there, and you could be going through some unnecessary worry. So Spirit is saying, hey, let it go. You have planted some amazing seeds, and those seeds are going to come to fruition for you. And do not forget that. There is something that you are so here to do. Okay. Even though if you had a daytime job, there's another job. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And I feel like you're going to inspire a great deal of people. Take that how it resonates with you and in whatever, on whatever platform or area that is. But you are here to help others. And really, this is your life purpose. That's what I'm getting for you, my darling Cancers. You know, Spirit and actually Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael's energy is one that you need to work with, okay, my darling Cancer Collective, in bringing that purpose into more fruition. Something you may have put on the back burner, something you could be working on, something that you, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be a job you get paid for, but you're here to inspire the masses, okay? But, you know, we got to be realistic because we got to make money doing something that we love, okay? But indeed, it is a life purpose. And the first thing that comes to your mind is probably it, my darling Cancers. I am getting also from Archangel Michael coming through twice, which tells me Archangel Michael's energy is really working with you, my darling Cancers, right now. It's relationship harmony. Relationship harmony. So if you've had any problems or difficulties in your relationship, whether platonic or with your partner, you can expect harmony to come from these relationships, okay? Because the angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved, and you can expect that arguments and conflicts are going to come to an end for you, okay, my darling Cancers? And the archangel that I love to work with when it comes to any sort of relationships is Archangel Raguel. Okay, so call on Archangel Raguel if you are having any issues in your relationships. But I feel like Cancer, those are going to be all resolved. Okay. If you are in a partnership and it's kind of up and down, or you're looking for someone, Spirit is saying trust. The romance angels are saying trust. Keep your vibe high. Think only positive, because what we think we manifest. But know that this situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so wipe out any other negativity from any other from any relationship out of your mind, and just trust in the process that everything is working out, that relationship harmony is coming. Okay, my darling Cancer Collective. And you got unseen. You got unseen. And what I'm getting from this is that sometimes love can be blind. So, you know, make sure you're not overlooking something in a particular relationship, okay? Whether good or bad, okay? There's something you're not clearly seeing. Please take that how it resonates with you. Okay, my darling Cancers, I really do hope that that resonates with you. Again, you know, this sun, the transit of sun going into Leo is in your second house of money, values, self-worth. So it's an amazing time, and you're going to see financial windfalls. I really do feel that abundance, opportunities, just a boost in your overall confidence. Because when our finances light up, right, Cancer, everything kind of lights up for us, right? Because we feel more powerful. Right? So my darling Cancer Collective, I really hope that that resonated with you. Please make sure to share, like, and even to leave a comment. It means a world to me. And it'll also give you a chance to put your name in a draw for a chance to win a free reading. Okay, my darlings. Now we move on to my sexy Leos. And indeed, they are sexy. My partner is a Leo. And I have a lot of family members that are Leo. I love Leo energy. And with the sun going into Leo, happy, happy birthday to my darling Leo Collective. I love you all so very much. You know who you are. Those of you that are sharing my two favorite Leos, you know who you are. This is going to be a magnificent time for you, my darling Leo, because the sun joins Jupiter directly in your first house. And what does that mean? That is going to affect your identity, yourself, and your vitality, because the sun is going to give you energy just as it does every year around your birthday. Okay, my darling Leos. This is your time. This is your time to shine. And I'm so excited for you. I totally click with Leo. In any case, bear with me here as I flip my screen, my darling Leos, so I can give you your messages for the week ahead. Let's see what we have. All right, my darling, darling Leo collective. I'm so excited for you. Happy, happy birthday, my darling Leos. Please, please, please make sure that you do something extremely special for yourself on your birthday. Enjoy that time thoroughly. You know, for you, my darling Leos, this is going to be an ultimate cosmic glow up with both the sun and Jupiter, fueling not only your identity, but your manifestation power is going to be at an all-time high. Okay, so you're going to be able to manifest anything that you think of. Okay, my darling Leos, this is super exciting because you radiate undeniable magnetic charm, and I know this to be true. You're a leader, but this month, especially your birthday month, darling Leos, you have some crazy star power. Okay, so please, please, please utilize that energy. The sun is shining on you, on your first house. And I think, you know, my darling Leos, you've been through a lot. You've got a heart of gold and you help so many people. And all of that is, I think this time is just going to remind you of who you truly are. Because I think you may have gone through some phases of, especially when it was in your 12th house of, you know, deep things coming up for you. Like you're just getting out of this, who am I and what is it that I need to release energy, right? But now it's in your first house, and that's all about your self-worth, your identity, your vitality. And yeah, so that's what this is going to be about for you, my darling Leos. Let me flip my screen and let's see what Spirit has for you. Hello, hello, my darling Leos. Yeah, so we are going into the Leo energy, but I feel like from these cards, there's still a bit of that 12th house energy for some of you Leos. Yes, because you know, you saw me shuffle these cards, and there are some similar cards that have come through for this week. Yeah. Beautiful though. So beautiful. Yeah, Leo. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Spirit has for you. For my darling Leos, exactly as you are indeed, my gods and my goddesses, Leos. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here and right now. And I really do believe this is true for Leo. Leo, you are usually in the moment, okay? And allow yourself to enjoy every moment, no matter who you're with, what you're doing, enjoy it. Be exactly who you are, where you are, is what Spirit is saying. And then Archangel Michael comes forward saying, go forward fearlessly. Go forward fearlessly. So you can ask beloved Archangel Michael to walk with you every step of the way, holding your hand and giving you confidence and courage, and guiding your thoughts and actions in the direction of love and your true life's purpose, because you also, like Cancer, have a very big life purpose. This isn't the end all be all. And I think Spirit is really guiding Leos to figure that out. I think you already do some very big things for humanity. Please take that how it resonates. But there's something more, Leo, that you need to be getting paid for. That's what I feel. You know, you got Archangel Azrael, and Archangel Azrael is the most amazing archangel. Many people are scared of Archangel Azrael's energy, but it's the first archangel that channeled through me, and it's beloved Archangel Azrael, who is known as the Archangel of Death. And he showed me a beautiful wing with gold. It just, I get chills when I think, when I think of all my channels with Archangel Azrael. But he also helps mediums, counselors, people who work with others transitioning. It could be animals, it could be people. So that could be part of your life purpose. Just please take that how it resonates with you, my darling Leos. But do know that this start with the sun going into Leo is an end of a phase or a situation in your life that has been arduous for you. That's been heavy. The lessons have been learned. You have brought up who you truly are and what you really need in your life. New morals, a new identity is forming for you, okay, through all of the growth and lessons that you've been through. And this is a time of really big spiritual transformation in your life. Okay, my darling Leo, and many of you could probably will resonate with this because of all of the turmoil that you went through in whatever area of your life, health, relationships, finances. It caused almost like a tower in your life, like a dark night of the soul kind of that's what I'm getting, energy. But it was for you to go, get to this new level spiritually to help others. Okay. But again, Spirit is asking you, if you joined me last week and you got this same message, crystal clear intentions. If you are not sure on a direction, really ask Archangel Michael and whichever archangel, whoever you worship, God, the universe, to help you, to direct you on the path. Be clear about what it is that you desire. Don't waver, okay? Because then you're wavering on your manifestation, which is super magnified for you right now, my darling Leos. And then focus upon it with unwavering strength. Many of you Leos already are well aware of manifestation, how to manifest, what to do. But you got to understand, when other people's energy, circumstances, and things are around you, it can really throw us off, right? So please keep those intentions clear and on the forefront. Okay, my darling Leos? If you are in a relationship, Spirit is urging you to take a retreat with your partner. You may say, I don't have enough money, or blah, 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 or I don't have the time, or, take a retreat with your partner because you need to connect with that person once again. And you need to also disconnect from the world. A lot of the energy of others is around you, situations, circumstances, work, whatever it is, finances, stress, okay? You need to disconnect from the world. If you are solo, Spirit is urging you to disconnect from the world and to take a retreat on your own. Okay. And if you don't have time for a long vacation, that's okay. Do a bunch of little things. Get off your phone, get off social media completely, and connect with yourself, because the sun is in your first house. Okay. So you have a lot of angelic guidance and love, and Spirit is around you. Pray, ground, meditate. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you, my darling Leo collective. Also, I'm also getting illusions. So there could be certain people that are giving you illusions, and Spirit is saying, be aware of love's illusions. Okay, they don't think the grass is greener on the other side, Leo. See reality clearly. Don't get caught up in illusions, or thinking that the grass is greener on the other side when it comes to relationships, because it might be a big wake-up call. Take time to retreat, ground, have crystal clear intentions, time to let go of what's not serving you. Go forward fearlessly on the things that are exactly as you are, my darling Leos. Okay, I really hope that resonated with you. Happy birthday, my darling Leos. I love you to the moon and back, to infinity and beyond. Yeah, and I'm just excited for your season, for you. Okay, so let yourself shine like the sun. All right, my darling Leos, that was for you, and I hope that it resonated. All right, my darlings, now we move on to my beautiful, my vivacious Virgo collective. Hello, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Bear with me as I flip my screen and we ask Spirit to give us the messages for this week's reading for my beautiful, vivacious Virgos. Hello, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. So for you, Virgo, very similar to what was happening for Leo last week, the impact of the conjunction, right, with the sun going into Leo is going to hit your 12th house. And 12th house is not an easy house. It's the house of your subconscious. So a lot could be coming up for you during this time. Things about the past that you've been holding on to, hurt, pain. This is a time of healing. This is a time of really, if you want to utilize this energy, it's to tap into your spirituality at this time. Okay, my darling Virgo collective, it's time to tap into your spirituality. What will this look like for my darling Virgo spirit? What will this look like? Your expansion happens, my darling Virgos, behind the scenes. You will most likely experience profound spiritual epiphanies. Okay, vivid dreams. You could be having crazy dreams at this time. Even a deep emotional release of old baggage, old hurt, old pain, old thoughts, things that are not who you are now becoming. Even people. Okay, there's two that came out for you here, so I'm going to take that, Virgo. Yeah, so it's going to feel an invisible divine protective shield is kind of guiding you. You're not going to know where it's coming from, but you will feel that way. But the 12th house is quite deep. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. So let's see what messages spirit has for you. But it's a kind of the 12th house is really good to tap into your spirituality, to meditate, to do all that stuff, to let go of all the crap that we've been holding on to, all the baggage, all the hurt, all the pain. Let it come up, right? And just get rid of it. Even though it's a heavy energy, you may find, my darling Virgos, you just kind of want to be by yourself a little bit more. You might be feeling a little bit more secluded. 12th house is heavy, but it's amazing because after 12th house comes the first house, and then you reinvent a new version of yourself when the sun is in your sign. Okay, my darling Virgos, which comes after Leo. So let's see what spirit has for you for this week ahead. Yeah. Absolutely, my darling. Yeah, Virgo collective. Okay, Virgo, and this makes a lot of sense with the 12th house being lit up. Forge a new path. Forge a new path. And I think that's what Virgo is doing. Virgo for the past couple of years has been dismantling a lot of things, letting go of things, jobs, people, and they're really forging a brand new path. And you're going to find that after this Leo being in your 12th house, which is your spiritual sign, you're going to get vivid dreams, epiphanies, deep emotional release of things that just you've kept for so many years that you need to release and let go of, old baggage. When you make new choices, you create new results, my darling Virgo. So let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported on this journey. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. The next message you get is unity. And it's from beloved Archangel Sandalphon, who I absolutely love, very much loves. He loves working with, and I say he because I get more of a masculine energy with Archangel Sandalphon, but he loves working with children, especially children that have some sort of a disability or they need more support. Also our creativity. Okay, so your creativity could be shining a lot as Archangel Sandalphon comes forward. Traditional viewpoints, my darling Virgo, or methods, spiritual organizations. This is a time to seek out people who inspire you, who resonate with you, mentors, like-minded friends that can help to give you new insight. Maybe people who are older than you, who can guide you, people that you admire, rather than people that are not on your level, right? But you'll find a lot of unity at this time. You'll find people will be coming into your life, enriching your thoughts, giving you new direction in different ways, okay? And allow it to happen for you, okay, my darling Virgo collective? And you know, Spirit is saying use your imagination. Use your imagination and you will see the answer. So sometimes, you know, dreaming a little about what you want, that can really happen with that 12th house being activated for you. Like I said, vivid dreams could be coming up. What do you want to manifest? Like that kind of stuff. Imagine it. Think about it. Write about it. Go outside, take your shoes off, ground, talk to the universe, because the universe goes on vibration, not on words. So feel happy, feel that whatever you're dreaming about is already coming to fruition and you are going to ignite it. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. This is a very spiritual time for you, and you could have some very spiritual situations, epiphanies, if you will, my darling Virgos, and you could find that you're hearing spirit. Your clairaudience could be ignited, and you may not know that you're hearing spirit. You could feel like, this is not me, like, where is this coming from? And it could be good guidance, right? And you're thinking it's you, but maybe it's not you. Okay, so pay attention, okay, because spirit is talking to you. Your loved ones in the spirit world are guiding you. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. You know, you have a lot of stuff that you've bogged down in your subconscious from the past, hurt, pain, having to do things on your own, whatever it is for you, my darling Virgos. You've been through a great deal, and Spirit is saying, let it go. Let go of any baggage, especially emotional baggage that you have just kind of held on to but never really done anything with, because it's affecting you and it could really be affecting your health. Okay, so forgive, not because what someone did to you was okay, but forgive because you don't want to hold that baggage anymore. That's what I'm getting from Spirit for you, my darling Virgos. And it'll, you know, just anything that's been done to you in any sort of relationship, let it go. Okay, and you're also getting hideaway. Hideaway, very similar to Leo. You could be a Leo Virgo cusper, like on the both, but you're being asked to get away with your partner, to rekindle that flame, to disconnect from society, maybe out in nature, and just really create your own special hideaway with your person. And if you don't have a person, Spirit is still urging you to get out in nature, to hide away, and to disconnect from any social media, anybody else's energy, and just concentrate on you. Okay, my darling Virgo collective. If you are in a relationship, please, please, please make the effort. Make the effort in that relationship, because you know, my darling Virgos, great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take in. It's worth showing the appreciation and the love to your partner. Okay, it's worth it. So make the effort. Okay, my darling Virgos, I really, really hope that those messages resonated with you, my beautiful Virgo collective. The sun is in your 12th house. So, you know, your expansion will really happen behind the scenes, internally. You will experience profound spiritual epiphanies, spiritual evolution. You might get vivid dreams. You might even connect to spirit. And it's time of letting go of these emotions and baggage that you've held on to for way too long. Okay, know that you are protected and you are guided through this journey. All right, my darling Virgo collective, that was for you. All my love, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and for watching me every week. Now we move on to my beautiful, darling Libras. Hello, my darling Libras. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Welcome. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I will be picking someone for a free reading at the end of August, so please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on my links. I'm going to switch my screen, my darling Libras, so we can see what Spirit has for you, my darling Libra collective. Let's see, let's see. So for you, my darling Libra, this shift of the sun going into Leo is going to super duper charge your 11th house of networks, of friends, and also of your long-term wishes and goals. Okay, my darling Libra, which is an awesome place to have the sun. If you are wanting, if you've got any sort of social media presence, or you work with a mass of people, you're going to find that many people are resonating with you, that they find inspiration in you. Yeah, like it's going to be a wonderful for you, my darling Libra collective. Like your social circle is just going to dramatically expand with influential supported people. You might find that you're collaborating on group projects that are going to bring you massive success, and a major lifelong dream or aspiration, my darling Libras, could completely materialize for you. Something you've been really working towards could materialize for you. Okay, so it's an exciting time for my Libra collective. If you're on social media or helping the masses in any way, this could be a really fertile time for you to launch business, things like that. Okay, it's going to be amazing, my darling Libras. So let's see what Spirit has for my darling Libra collective. Oh, two are flipping out, Libra, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take, oh, there's three. No, I can't take all three, just because it won't be fair to the others. So let's just take one. Spirit, please give me a card for Libra. Thank you. All right, so we've got your cards, darling Libra. Let me flip my screen and let's see what Spirit has for you for this upcoming week. All right, my darling Libras, hello and welcome, my darling Libra collective. Let's see. Oh, Libra. And last week, if you didn't watch last week's reading, which is actually this week, because I am filming a week before, or like not a week before, but a few days before. So we're still in last week. It was amazing, amazing reading. So do watch it if you haven't. Yes. Okay. Libra for you. Libra. Trust your feelings, my darling Libra. Trust your feelings, which are very, very heightened right now. You are so unique, my darling Libras. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and to pave your own path. Follow your heart, my darling Libras. Don't let others dictate who you should be or what you should be doing. I love this. I love this, darling Libras, because you do so much for others. And so now Spirit is saying, don't let others dictate who you are. Don't dim your light, Libra, to make others feel better, because you're powerful, you're magnetic. And I think you kind of hush your own personality so that you can help others, which is great, because Libras, they're amazing at helping others, supporting others, but don't dim your light, okay? Eliminate and trust your feelings, Libra. And one very important thing for you, Libra, no matter what you're going through, what you have on your plate, you need to let go of the crap from the past and decide to be happy now. Don't be happy once the money comes. Don't be happy once the relationship is perfect, or that you've accomplished this or you've done that, because it never ends. Archangel Michael, my darling Libras, comes forward saying, listen, you have everything all around you. Be happy now. Be happy for everyone and everything that's in your life, supporting you, loving you. Be happy for who you are and what you are made of. Okay, my darling Libras? And a little prayer for you is, thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness. If you forget happiness and you're too much worried about everybody and everything else, this is the prayer for you, Libra. Thank you for helping me, beloved God, Archangel Michael, or whoever you pray to. Thank you for helping me open my eyes and my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. All right, my darling Libra, remember to be happy now, no matter what you're going through. You have so many blessings around you. You get the 6 of Earth. That is amazing and very much in alignment with your last week's reading. So please do watch it if you haven't. This is a time of gifts, of money, and of effort being given to you by others. This could be a new direction in your career altogether, opportunities. If you're applying for a loan or need support in any way, you could see people helping you. You could be paying off debts at this time, Libra. It's an amazing time. Networks, friendships, long-term wishes are coming to fruition, and you're going to find people who want to support you, people who are going to want to work with you. Yeah, so it's amazing, amazing time for you, Libra. Spirit is saying clean your space, get into those spaces, darling Libra, that you have been keeping on the back burner, your closets, your drawers, your whatever it is, your pantry, your home, your garage, whatever it is, get to those places and clear the space. Archangel Jophiel, who is the Archangel of Beauty, who I very much resonate with, Libra, is with you to help you beautify your life, darling Libras. But she says, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and even use Feng Shui. Now, I am an energy healer. You may need an energy healer, darling Libra. And I think I will be opening up my energy healing sessions first, because I know a lot of people need that right now. If you are interested in energy healing, I do a very powerful Akashic Records energy healing. I have studied many healing modalities in the world, but you are welcome to, I'm not doing a lot of appointments, but you're welcome to look me up. And as I'm free, I could open that up for you. But clear your space. And this also means, Libra, clear the space in your head. The negative thoughts, doubts, fears, anxieties that you've been holding on to, clear that space. Sage, use Palo Santo, pray through your house. When you cook, pray on your food, that it blesses you, that it blesses your family. Pray on your water. Choose to be happy now. Okay, my darling Libras. Attraction. You are magnetic, and you are attracting people to you, especially romantic partners. They are very attracted by you, Libra, and enjoy this moment fully. Whether you're with somebody, enjoy the time with that person. And if you're not, know that you're highly magnetic and you are attracting people to you. Okay? Make a wish, my darling Libras. Make a wish, because something or someone that you wished for is coming into your life. All right, my darling Libras. I really, really hope that resonates with you. This is such a profound time for you with the sun moving in Leo. Your creativity is amplified. Networks, people want to support you, loans, whatever you need, people will support you, darling Libras. People are magnetized by you. Okay, so enjoy Leo season. All right, my darling Libra collective. Okay, so now let's move on to my darling Scorpio collective. Hello, my beautiful, sexy Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Let me flip my screen so we can see what card Spirit has for you for the week of July 20th to July 26th, my darling Scorpio collective. Darling Scorpios, I am a borderline with Scorpio, although I don't identify myself with Scorpio as much as Libra, but I do have a lot of traits of Scorpio within me. And but I have a child that's Scorpio and some very amazing friends that are also Scorpio, full-blown Scorpios, that I love to pieces. And for you, this is a really exciting time, my darling Scorpio collective. You know why? Because the sun in Leo and Jupiter is activating your 10th house. And your 10th house, my darling Scorpio collective, is the house of career. It's the house of public status. It's the house of legacy. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, like this is a powerful time for you. Major professional breakthroughs are going to come for you. Recognition is coming your way, my darling Scorpio collective. Expect promotions. Expect public accolades, even massive breakthroughs. If you're in a business or you are running some kind of business, you're going to see some crazy breakthroughs, darling Scorpio. This is an amazing time for career. And if you're, say, retired or not working, you're still going to get a lot of public recognition. Legacy is going to come into the forefront. Just a beautiful time for my darling Scorpio collective. Okay, I have some very amazing family members that I love to pieces that are Scorpio. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, my darling Scorpio collective, let's see what Spirit has for you. Yeah. Oh, okay, my darling Scorpios. As soon as I flip the cards over, I gotta have to tune in because Spirit's already giving me messages for you. My darling Scorpios, you've been through a great deal. Take that out, resonates. It could be your health. It could be challenges in career. It could be a plethora of things because I'm dealing and reading for the masses. But guess what? There is sun coming at the end of that tunnel. And this is a time of fulfillment for you, my darling Scorpio collective. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue and fulfill anything or any life purpose or direction that you want to do. Embrace your unique journey, my darling Scorpio, and trust that it's leading you where you need to go. Okay? Everything that has happened has been for a reason. There have been lessons, there have been things that needed to be learned through the process. Maybe even if not for you, then those that love you, around you, that have been supporting you. There's always learning and growth in any situation. So remember that. But this is a time of fulfillment for you. Because of all that I feel, like I feel heaviness around me, and I think you may have been feeling a lot of stress and a lot of heaviness or hurt or pain or mentally, physically, emotionally. Scorpio, take it how it resonates. But energy healing work would really help you at this time. So if you know a good energy healer, I think you need to go to one. And it could be other people's bad juju, evil eye or nazar, we call it, on you because of jealousy or because of whatever. Whatever you experience, it could be from ill health, just, that makes your aura very cloudy. Energy healing work is going to really benefit you, my darling Scorpio collective. So if you know a good energy healer, it may be time to seek them out. You get the Four of Earth. Very grounded card, my darling Scorpios, but you could be being a little bit too frivolous or too cautious with money, one or the other. So either you're really cheap or you're spending money, you're splurging too much. The Scorpios I know are a little bit more reserved with their spending. So just pay attention to that. Okay, my darling Scorpio, you can make some amazing business decisions right now. And especially giving to those that are less fortunate or those that need your help will benefit you in ways you could never imagine, or even the people that have been supporting you. Okay, because this is such an amazing time for you, your career, your public status, your legacy. Like that's the house that's lit up for you. Public recognition, my darling Scorpios. You have someone in the spirit world that is bringing you comfort. You have someone in the spirit world that is giving you comfort. This could be a grandparent, a parent. This is a loved one. Take it how it resonates with you. And they want you to know that they are with you during your time of need and that they have been with you through whatever you have been through. And if you don't have a loved one in the spirit world, a grandparent or someone that's kind of a guide for you or a parent, then it could be your guardian angel. Okay, my darling Scorpio, but definitely you have divine protection and love around you that's helped you get through a very difficult time. And they're helping your heart to heal. So whatever you've been through, they're helping you. And it is really a time of fulfillment for you, my darling Scorpios. This is also a time of Passion. This is a time of passion, passion for you, my darling Scorpio collective. So allow your heart to and your soul to sing with joy. Okay, let your passionate, your tiger side, your lion side come out, because it's Leo season. Okay, my darling Scorpios, and remember that not all connections, whether they're your family, your friends, your partners, not all connections are meant to be. Okay, so you could find yourself drifting away from certain people that fulfill their purpose in your life. Okay, my darling Scorpios, and that's okay, because some people are there for a time, for a season, right? What is that saying? For a short while, a season, or a lifetime, right? So there could be closures in relationships, and that's okay. That's okay. Onwards and upwards, okay? My darling Scorpio collective, I really hope that that resonated with you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. It really does mean the world to me. All right. So now we move on to my beautiful Sagittarius. Hello, my sexy Saggies. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Let me flip my screen, my darling Saggies. All right, my darling Sagittarius collective. Let's see. For you. So we call upon our beloved guides, our guides for our Sagittarius collective. Let's see what Spirit has for our darling Sagittarius collective. I also have a lot of Saggies in my life. I love Sagittarius. For you, my darling Sagittarius collective, you know, the sun going into Leo and Jupiter, it's really activating your ninth house. And your ninth house is all about learning, travel, also your personal philosophy, you know, could be very much activated. Your worldview could be expanding amazingly for you, my darling Sagittarius. This is a perfect time for long distance and international travel, publishing, creative work, starting higher education programs for you. Your natural optimism is completely renewed. Okay, my darling Sagittarius. So it's a really amazing time for you in your ninth house. And I really do feel that, you know, being around others, partnering with others will really benefit you too a great deal, my darling Saggies. So take that out, resonates with you. Let's see what Spirit has for my beautiful Sagittarius collective. My darling Saggies. Perfect. All right, my darling Saggies, I have your cards right here, and I'm going to flip my screen. All right, darling Sagittarius, where are we? All right. There we go. All right, my darling Sagittarius collective. Let's see what Spirit has for my darling Saggies. All right. Wow, Sagittarius. Okay, for you, this is a time of very deep spiritual understanding, knowledge, wisdom. Spirit world is really working with you. Your angels, your guides, are bringing you esoteric information, symbols, and helping you understand certain spiritual truths. And I love this for you, my darling Saggies. You could be very spiritually evolved. And this is a time in where you're evolving even more. And as a medium, I know things are changing for all of us. Like, I know that my daily practice is really, really changing. What used to, you know, help me to connect, my daily routine is needing to be kind of swapped a little bit. And it's just a new day and age and a new era. But your spiritual understanding is magnificent, darling Sagittarius. And you will be learning a lot of that moving forward from your guides and your angels, okay? You could also have some fears, darling Sagittarius, surrounding money, finances in your life. That's what you're getting. You get the 5 of Earth. You have to allow others to help you. I think you're very prideful and, sure of yourself and very dependent on only yourself because you've had to be. But it's time to accept help from others. And I think a lot of people will be stepping forward to help you in different ways, if not financially, in other ways, and allow them to help you because you've just done it all by yourself for so long, my darling Sagittarius, okay? And you're being asked to let go of the fears because the next message you get is believe and trust. Believe and trust, my darling Sagittarius. You need to replace any fears that you have with faith and with trust. Okay. And you can call upon beloved Archangel Michael and ask him to grant you strength, courage, and confidence to let go of any of the fears that you're holding on to, and to manifest whatever it is that you've been praying and asking for, whether for yourself, your children, your grandchildren, others, all of the above. Okay. Or even helping the masses. Okay, let go of your fears. Believe and trust. You get a message that says, let it be, my darling Saggies, let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. So don't get too caught up in fear and just say, how can I resolve such and such? How can I do such and such in the most simplest, easiest way for me, for the highest and greatest good? And you will find that that path will open up for you. Okay, my darlings, Sagittarius, there's also something within you that you need to heal and forgive. Okay, because there was great learning in whatever that relationship was for you, but you've held on to a lot of hurt and pain, and it's time to let it go, my darling Sagittarius. And as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so if somebody has wronged you, hurt you, parent, friend, sibling, whatever it is, partner, let it go. Heal and forgive. And you will find that the more you do that, the more you're going to embrace the love that surrounds you in the present moment. Okay, my darling Sagittarius Collective. And Spirit is reminding you that love is imperfect. Love is imperfect. You got imperfections. Love is a beautiful mess. Whoever you're with, love is a beautiful mess. Nothing is perfect. Embrace its imperfections and embrace all of those parts of yourself that you don't like, okay? Because we have to embrace imperfections within ourselves and within others. We've been uniquely created, right? To embrace all parts of ourselves, okay, my darling Sagittarius Collective? So you can expect a time of higher learning, travel, personal philosophy growing, spiritual philosophy growing. Your worldview is just expanding beautifully. Publishing, creative work is just going to have this amazing spark for you. Go for it. Go for it, darling Saggies, because your natural optimism is completely renewed and there is a spark that is coming. Let it ignite, my darling Sagittarius. All right. Now for my darling, my beautiful Capricorn Collective. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me here today, my darling Capricorn. Let me flip my screen and let's see what Spirit has for you for this week. My darling Capricorn Collective, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. For you, my beautiful Capricorns, the sun going into the sign of Leo and Jupiter also being there is activating your eighth house. And your eighth house is going to highlight any shared resources that you have with others. So money, shared money, that sort of stuff. Transformation in your life and who you are, what you believe, what you thought, and even intimacy in certain partnerships with your family, your loved ones, your friends, with a partner, if you're in a relationship, your children, intimate relationships, okay? So that's what it's going to highlight for you. And you will find immense benefit, my darling Capricorns, through others. Others are really helping you. This could be helping you, like your bosses are helping you, a partner, an approval for a large loan, money, and you'll find deep psychological breakthroughs in your life. Emotional intimacy is also highlighted with others that maybe you've never opened up to, but now you're seeing the value that they've put into your life and helping you, with certain things in your life. Okay, so it's your eighth house of transformation, and you could find that you will be a completely different person once this is all over with. Like you are changing, you are transforming. People that you are around could also be changing and transforming. Okay, my darling Capricorn collective. All right, let's see what Spirit has for my darling Cappies. Okay, for my darling Capricorn. I want to just mention that I thank you for joining me each week. Thank you. Thank you also for any likes, shares, comments, subscribes. It really does mean the world to me. And it's a great energetic exchange of energy from me to you. All my love and prayers go to all those that watch me, that send me love from afar, that comment, that like, that share, that subscribe. Okay, my darling Cappies. Yeah, okay. Yeah, beautiful Capricorns. That's awesome. Yes, beautiful. Okay, for my darling Capricorn collective. Yes, for you, my beautiful Capricorns, the very first message you get is shine bright like the diamond you are, my beautiful Cappies. It's never a mistake to give of yourself, my darling Capricorn. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it, but do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. Anybody that has a Capricorn in their life, and I have one who I very much appreciate, that's a very big support system to me in my life and what I do daily. She's amazing, and I absolutely love her, trust her with all my heart and soul. But she is a shining star, and I also have family members that are Capricorns that I love. They're hardworking, and you may find because you're so hardworking, sometimes people do take advantage of you, but do not let that stop you from shining your light brightly. Okay, more people appreciate you than you realize. Spirit is really saying that you've come into your own. You've learned a great deal on this journey that you've been through. You may find that you'll have new partnerships coming into your life, new contracts, and continue to move forward. Okay, my darling Capricorn collective, spend more time outdoors. So you could be inside too much, and there's a need for grounding, taking your shoes off, grounding into Mother Earth, getting out in nature. Because if you're, enclosed inside too much, home, work, get out in nature. That's going to ground your energy and help you in so many ways that you have no idea. And in particular with your clairsentience. So clairsentience means clear feeling, okay? So notice the recurring physical and emotional feelings that you're getting, because they are simply divine guidance. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, all times, Spirit guides us. They guide us, okay? And for you, my darling Capricorns, you're being guided through your clairsentience, which comes through the solar plexus, energy center or chakra. And it's clear feeling, okay? So you'll get a feeling that you need to go somewhere, that you need to speak to somebody, that you need to do something. Pay attention to your clairsentience, because it is your divine guidance, okay? You could be getting an offer or a proposal at this time or in the near future that comes as a surprise to you. Okay, my darling Capricorn collective, finances, work, something that you've wanted, paperwork that you've been trying to do. You could be getting that exciting news very soon. Okay. And your love life, if you are in a romantic partnership, could be ascending to a higher level of commitment. And if you're not, then Spirit is saying that there could be someone coming into your life that could be a very good prospect for you, my darling Capricorn collective. Okay. So, just keep in mind that shared resources, transformation of yourself, body, mind, and spirit, and even intimacy in partnerships with friends, with children, with parents, with siblings, could be something that really comes up to the forefront for you. You could see paperwork coming out in your favor, large loans, inheritances, deep psychological breakthroughs, and intense emotional intimacy is also highlighted for you. Okay, my darling Capricorn collective, I really hope that those messages resonated with you. All right. Now we move on to my darling Aquarius collective. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius collective. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Thank you in advance for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. I will be picking someone for a free reading at the end of August. If you enjoy my readings, I am a medium, healer, Akashic Records practitioner channel. Do make sure to subscribe to my YouTube link, to my website, and to my other links so that I can, because I will be picking someone from there. Okay, so let me now flip my screen for my darling Aquarius collective. All right, my darling Aquarius collective. Thank you again for joining me. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign if you know it. And if you don't, all you need are your birth details, and you can find lots of sites online that will give you a free chart, a horoscope chart. For you, my darling, beautiful Aquarius collective, the sun moving into Leo and Jupiter also in Leo is directly opposite you in your 7th house of partnerships, okay? So what that looks like for Aquarius is relationships are going to take center stage for you, okay? For single Aquarians, you could meet a generous soulmate or a partner, and committed relationships could experience a brand new, beautiful renewal of love, of mutual growth, and shared abundance. Okay, my darling Aquarius. So it's an exciting time for you. And please do check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. So you get a little bit of a better synopsis of what you can expect with the sun going into Leo. And Aquarius is completely opposite, right? It's completely opposite Leo. So this is activating your house of love, partnership, 7th house, okay? Let me take that. Oh, that jumped out. So that is it. All right. All right, let me just flip my screen, my darling Aquarius collective. Bear with me. Here we go. All right, my darling Aquarius. Let's see what you have. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. All right. All right, all right, all right, my darling Aquarius collective. The very first card you get is whatever you wish. Whatever you wish, my darling Aquarius collective. Let's see. When you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. So please, 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 especially around this time, do not concentrate on what's going wrong. Concentrate on what is going right. Okay, my darling Aquarius, because whatever you are feeling, the vibration is what you are manifesting. So keep your thoughts high, your vibration high. Know that beloved Archangel Michael comes through for you. If you've had a fear about your health, your well-being, about your children, your spouse, about anything, Archangel Michael wants you to know, my darlings, that you are safe, because he is protecting you against any lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home, and your fur babies, I hear. Okay, my darling Aquarius collective, you are safe. Stop worrying. Stop putting your energy into anything negative, because whatever you vibrate at, you are getting. You're highly magnetic at this time. You got the 6 of fire. Wow, my darling Aquarius, because this is a time of good news. This is a time of victory that is on its way. Public recognition, awards are coming to you on so many levels, okay? Very, very exciting time for my darling Aquarius collective. Spirit is asking that you admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I really feel for you, Aquarius. This is in relation to a certain relationship or particular relationships. And you need to accept whatever has transpired in that relationship, forgive, and move on. Admit the truth to yourself of anything that has transpired, whether it's in a friendship, a relationship with your children, parents, whatever it is. You know, just admit what has transpired and then act accordingly based on that. Okay, so if there's any sort of, and there's a little prayer here. Let me give you the prayer and you can write this down, my darling Aquarius. I appreciate your support. Dear God, Archangel Michael, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, beloved God. Thank you, Archangel Michael, or whoever you pray to, for giving me courage and strength. So please take that how it resonates for you. Okay, my darling Aquarius, if you are finding that a certain relationship is not going good, codependency could be the reason. So certain addictions could be affecting your romantic life. Smoking, drinking, whatever it is, but a certain codependency could be affecting your life. This could, you know, I'm also hearing Spirit say it could be even overworking, you know, when someone's overworking and not putting enough into a relationship, that could also be causing the codependency. It could be one family member depending on another way too much, and then the balance is imbalanced, right, my darling Aquarius collective? So please pay attention to that, okay? And also, you're getting the trust card, trust. You know, Spirit is saying guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. So Aquarius, you know, you guys have a lot of people that look up to you. You guys are the age of Aquarius, right? Forward thinkers. You could be bosses. You could be really guiding the masses. But trust and guard your heart, because not everybody deserves a piece of your energy. Okay, my darling Aquarius collective? But know that you are safe, that this is an amazing time for victory. Good news is on its way, public recognition. Your house of partnerships is lit up. So relationships will take center stage for you. Single Aquarians could meet someone spectacular. Partnered Aquarians could be renewing their relationship. So it's a very exciting time for my darling Aquarius collective. That was for you. Now we move on to my beautiful Pisces collective. Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for visiting me and joining me here this week. I'm going to flip my screen, my darling Pisces, so we can get your cards for the week of July 20th. I believe July 20th to July 26th. Let's see what Spirit has for my darling Pisces. For you, my beautiful Pisces, The sun going into Leo and Jupiter in Leo is lighting your 6th house of daily routines, wellness, work, that sort of thing, okay? So what it's going to look like for you, my darling Pisces, is your physical vitality receives a massive upgrade. Maybe some of you have taken time out to go on a vacation or to kind of nurture yourselves a little bit more. You could find your work environment becomes incredibly harmonious, daily tasks feel less effortless, and finding perfect workout or healing regimen or routine will bring immediate joyful results. Okay, my darling Pisces. And like I said, I do feel that many of you could be taking some sort of vacation or holiday, just a little bit of a break that helps you realign yourself and spend more time on yourself, doing things that you need to do. Okay, my darling Pisces. So 6th house of work day, that routines and daily wellness, that sort of thing is really being lit up for you. Okay, let's see what we have for my darling Pisces collective, please, Spirit. All right, there we go. For my darling Pisces, let me flip my screen. My darling Pisces, there we go. All right, my darling Pisces, yes. Ooh. Wow, Pisces. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. All right. So, it is said that Pisceans are highly intuitive. And I believe that. I believe that to be true. Pisces are highly, highly intuitive sign. Spirit is asking you, my darling Pisces, to pursue happiness. Pursue happiness, because that's where it is at for my darling Pisces. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Okay, my darling Pisces, only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss, my darling Pisces. Pursue happiness. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you need to be doing this week and moving onwards, okay? And my darling Pisces, I think you need to have just a little bit more confidence in yourself. I think you tend to put yourself down a little bit or not have the confidence. Like, I don't think that you see yourself as people see you, and you need to start doing that, okay, my darling Pisces? You need to buoy your courage and your fortitude and to really realize all the wisdom, all the strength, all the creativity that you have within you that people look up to. You are just such a guiding force. Okay, my darling Pisces. And I have a lot of Pisces. I love Pisces in my life. Friends, family, children. I love Pisces. Okay. This is a time of awakening for you, my darling Pisces. So you're starting to see things from different perspectives, and it's Archangel Gabriel that comes through for you. Look at things from different perspectives. Try not to be so rigid in your thinking. Things will be coming up for you, and don't let any insecurity weigh you or sway you in any way, my darling Pisces. But this could be a time, even though your workflow and your day-to-day routine is getting a boost, wellness is getting a boost, work is getting a boost, there could still be some pauses and some standstills in those moments. And it's important to embrace that time that you get and just to be yourself. Be your unique self, darling Pisces, okay? Because people love who you are. And just pursue happiness. When you are happy, the world is happy. Okay, my darling Pisces? You're also highly sensitive, and you could be affected by different planetary alignments, particularly the moon cycles. Okay, Pisces? Notice how the moon affects your energy and also your manifestation, and then capitalize upon it. Capitalize upon these cycles, okay, that we're going through. Especially like new moons, that could be a perfect time to launch something, right? You could also be extremely sensitive during certain lunation periods, right, darling Pisces? So pay attention and also capitalize on that time for you. You need to stay optimistic, okay, my darling Pisces, about your love life. I think you let your optimism slide a little bit. And Spirit is reminding you, the romance angels are reminding you that positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you are looking for, whether with a current partner or with a brand new person entering your life. Okay, my darling Pisces. And you know, you get the long distance card, the long distance card. Love knows no distance, my darling Pisces. It transcends time and space. Okay, please take that how it resonates with you. But I think the main thing for your reading, my darling Pisces, as the sun enters Leo and Jupiter as well, is pursue your happiness, have confidence, know that this is a time of deep awakening and spiritual downloads coming to you, and that you are to stay optimistic. Okay, my darling Pisces Collective, I really, really hope that that resonates with you. If it does, I would love a like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, my website. It would mean the world to me. Well, there you have it, my darlings. Those were your special messages for July 20th to July 26th. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. Wishing you a most magnificent week ahead. All my love. Namaste.